Well, welcome, Jonathan. We're here today with Jonathan Cerezo from Cherry Clean Auto Spot. Thank you for being here today with us.
Thank you. It's a
Thank you, thank
pleasure.
you. No, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. No pun intended. Like your vision and making sure that you are being able to start your business during a difficult time, but now like seeing how that your businesses continue to grow, and then especially focusing on that part of the customer service that is really like important for any business, right? So tell us a little bit about your business.
Okay, so it's a pleasure to be in here. Thank you for having me. So my business is based on auto detailing. It is a brand new business that's been open approximately a year right here in Nogales, Arizona. Um, the most important thing for my company, our model that we have for customer service is a unique experience. So not only do I offer my service for people to benefit from the great prices that I offer to restore a car or whatever type of vehicle it is, commercial, daily driver, or it could be your hot rod or your weekend warrior. The important thing about my unique experience is that when a customer goes to my shop, they witness something they haven't seen before, which is an auto detailing studio. My customer service that I provide for them is restoring their vehicles as the best possibility way that it could look. So the experience that we like to offer the most is the art, the type of materials that we use, the friendship, the leadership, the family incorporation that we have there. Most of my customers are friends and family that I've had 10 years in the past that have been with me since I started.
That's awesome. And I think one of the cool part that you just mentioned right now about your business that is like unique. It's something, especially for a detail service, like your customer experience has to be like right on point because you're delivering something that is really specific for the need of the customer, right? Right.
Correct.
Where they come and probably ask you like, hey, I want this to look better, or how be able to detail this, and it's an art like you mentioned, and it's something that is just unique to your industry. So with that uniqueness, how important do you feel that customer service is for your business?
First off, the experience that we offer is we give people a tour. We educate them of what we do and how we do it. So it's not only giving the customer what they want, but using our experience, our knowledge that we have to try to guide them in a positive way where we will attend their vehicle or their needs based on what they really need, not what they want. In order why? Because at this point, a vehicle has become something essential to a person. So fabrication of vehicles during these days are very cheaply made. A vehicle will last you looking good 3 to 4 years, and afterwards, you're gonna feel the need to buy another car and make a bigger investment and then spend a lot more money. The point of my company, the experience and the customer service that we provide, is to restore a car so you could fall in love with that car again, so you could feel good about your ride. Why? Because we all know it's a necessity these days. So come with me, you spend $500, $1,000 instead of going and giving down payment and owing, thousands of dollars. Why? Because in these times, especially in the pandemic, that it's really hard. Your vehicle will be your first or your second biggest investment that you'll do in your life. So it is a very important choice that you have to make during these days. So our customer service has strongly relied on family and values, and we apply all of our energy, all of our talents in putting the work in and detailing every single aspect in your car.
No, that's amazing. And I think one of the key words that you use right there, education, right? I think when people think about customer service, they always go back into, oh, I'm here to provide a service. But I think the real part is educating on how and what your service is.
Correct.
So what is the emphasis you put on educating the customer, and how has that turned into a relationship with your customer based upon that education?
The education that I've given to my customer is not what I'm putting in your car or what I have to put in your car. The education that I give to them is they are paying for my time, my experience. So I'm not like any other regular business that I'm selling something to them. I'm actually doing an equal value where I trade my time and my experience into detailing their car and making it look as best, even better than when they first got it. So I educate them why it takes so long and why is it that I charge them for a certain thing that I do. So for instance, you come try to make your car look shiny, and I look at the car and I'm like, you know what? I don't think you need this. We might be able to, let's focus on making it look good for the moment, but let's go ahead and get your interior. Why? Because right now we're in the pandemic. It's really important to have your car clean. It's really important to have your car disinfected. So I really emphasize on teaching them that it's an art, because detailing, you could, take 20 minutes on a 2x2 space, or you could take 20 minutes on just washing your car, just half,
Yeah.
just half with the, sorry, I lost my word, with the half of the emphasis or half of the, determination that you really want to do.
Perfect. No, and I think that is really cool because at the same time when you are trying to build a customer base, right, and then for them to really understand kind of what your model is for your business and how you're gonna separate yourself and being unique from just a car wash or anything like that. That is that part and that experience that you mentioned.
Correct.
That comes with not just the service but the customer service that comes with that. How do you feel that customer service has helped your business grow? What do you think is the main factor you feel that customer service play in your business?
Well, I'm one of those people that really gets satisfied with certain things, like, for instance, YouTube or anything in commercial TV where you offer a before and after. So when somebody brings a vehicle, I show them what they wouldn't see regularly in their car. I always emphasize on using social media, which is a new cyber way of expressing or showing people what talents that you do or
And that's
expose you.
a new way to customer service, right? For people to find you.
Exactly. So I had to get out of my comfort zone and enter to a whole new zone where I'm actually exposing myself in any single way. It could either be in a positive way or a negative way. So for instance, I just started being myself. I started from the bottom and started working my way up in the matter of 13 to 14 months. And basically my motto is organic, fresh. There's no filters with what I do. I expose the things how they are and what they've been developing in a certain stage where it's first, second, and third base. Because I've come to notice that a lot of people have the same thing as me. They like to see befores and after. It's like, I don't know, therapy for people, like you see this used to be black, now it's super black reflective.
Yeah.
So people, one of the things that I have a lot in common with people, I think anybody, is people like to see results. And when people don't see results, that's when issues or things start coming up.
Yeah. And going back to that point, you just mentioned, right, a phrase that I think is really common, especially when it's in business, like getting out of your comfort zone, right? That you were, hey, I'm putting myself out there through social media to see like kind of the work that I do. And how do you feel that social media has helped your business right now through everything that is happening? And how does that affect your customers and your relationship with your customers as well?
Well, it affects in a positive way in the matter of now that I've been getting known more by people that I don't know. I have to maintain a composure. I have to be a lot more professional, more calm during when I'm in public. Why? Because I don't know when somebody's going to come to me and ask me, "Are you this guy?" And I have to, like people don't train you to show customer service. There's a lot of people like, "Oh, you're natural." No, it takes time to build up. There's no talent. It's just hard work that you have to develop day by day. So customer service and social media wise has gave me an edge, because back in the day it was word of mouth, dude. Look, oh, I've heard this guy. I heard this guy.
Yeah.
This guy, this does this. Well, now I'm in a page where I'm open to anybody, to any. It could be from a carpenter to a pastor to a mayor to whoever it is, and they're able to see my work. I'm able to share my work. They always have the freedom of speech to tell me whatever they think about it, what it is. I try my best, As far as when people send me messages, questions, or anything, I try to answer them the most that I can. The most interesting thing about social media that I've realized is that it's it's a lot harder than people think. It's a lot harder. It's talking on camera, not knowing who's behind that screen it's a very interesting and unique experience that a lot of people think that it's easy, but once you're in that and behind that light, you really get nervous and you really start messing up, or you really start acting weird.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it's that peak, that moment where you got to shine.
No, and I think you just did a great segue into our next question is kind of, you're mentioning right now, like your social media, that you now are in an open platform to be able to be criticized in a positive way, in a negative way, or, from clients to be like, oh, I did like the work that they do. It really is better than the picture, or something like, oh, it didn't deliver, or it wasn't what I was expecting. So how do you feel that, the reputation is linked to customer service? From a business reputation and customer service, how do you think that those link with each other?
Well, reputation is always good because it's a reference card in your persona. So normally when people look at your business, they will look at the persona in the business. A lot of the things, the art, like I said, art, the way the business is done, it reflects on a person's personality. So for instance, in my personality, I like to be open, I like to be organic, I like to be known. I don't like to be known just because I want them to know who I am. I want to be known because I want them to know what I do and how my skill sets could help them in a positive way, or just in whatever way they need it. As long as I could create a positive impact in any person, it doesn't matter in what category, if it's on set, work, or just in my personal time, it reflects good on you in every single way.
No, I love that. And, our final question for today. So, what do you think makes great customer service? What to you is great customer service? Because I think that, when we throw that word out, like customer service, like what is it? And I think it's not just a certain topic, or just like it's just general. I think it's always specific for each individual. So if people or other business owners that are barely gonna start, or they're starting, or they have been in business for a lot of years, what do you recommend for them to do based upon delivering great customer service?
Great. Be yourself. Take risks. You got to, like, I have a brother, and one of his best models is you got to risk it to get the biscuit, man.
Yeah.
The worst thing is that you fail, you just start back,
Yeah.
My advice would be do what you love, man. If you don't like what you do, you're not going to succeed. If you don't believe in what you do, you're not going to succeed. If you don't push, if it's easy, you're not going to succeed. And to this point, with my experience in my business that I've had, is that anything that's hard, it will be worth it at the end.
Awesome. Perfect. No, well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing, your passion, your vision, and how that correlates into delivering a great experience for your customers in your shop. So really appreciate your time.
No problem, man. It was a pleasure being here.
Thank you
for hearing my thoughts.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.